Hey there, Twisted Sage here. What is that? Hold on. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Let's see. D coming to you from a sun at 21 degrees of Sagittarius and a dark moon in Scorpio at where are we at? 26, 27 degrees of Scorpio. Well, I guess I'll speak on the dark moon first. So every month we have a dark moon. It's always in the moon phase that was the new moon. Is it 2 weeks before? Or maybe it's a month before. So I guess I'm confusing myself. I think it's 2 weeks. Yeah, because we had the new moon in Scorpio was at the end of November. I think it was just before, like a few days before Thanksgiving, a week or so, or maybe 4 or 5 days. But anyways, yes, that dark moon is always going to be whatever the new moon was previous. And in a person, we can end up seeing some dark individuals. Not saying everyone with the dark moon is an evil fuck, but I believe Hugh Hefner. Okay, I mean, I guess evil is subject to opinion. Not saying that Hefner was evil, but he was a dark moon. So I guess you can judge his character or how you want to judge his character. Who else? What's... I thought Ron Jeremy was, but I can't remember deep enough on that one. So perhaps bad example. But the thing about the new moon is the sun and the moon being the illuminaries, they're putting light to things. When the moon's dark, it's obviously it's very hidden, very hidden. Because whether it be night or day, the moon isn't out to put light to anything. Now, I've been studying a little bit of Rob Hand since he's a Sagittarius with this dark moon in Scorpio. And from what I don't feel like he's a dark fellow. Perhaps that dark moon in Scorpio is going to allow him to go deeper. You know, the Sagittarius alignment obviously is the truth seeker. See many preachers with a Sagittarian elements or a heavy ninth house. I myself, I've spoken on progressions before. So every 2.5 years, your moon progresses into a new sign, and mine's currently in the first decan of Sagittarius. Perhaps some poor timing to have a progressed Sagittarian moon. And I say that because the South Node is there. South Node always represents the stuff we're supposed to be moving away from. So normally, how you would think, oh, yay, I get to be a preacher. And that's kind of what being an astrologer is. If you study enough astrology and history, that's what all the religions of the world have been looking up to the stars for their guidance. So yeah, so I guess back to the dark moon. Where's my mind going? Yes. I guess when this dark moon first hit, whenever the moon changes signs, they make that's when they make their biggest aspects on my moon, since I'm a 2-degree Cancer moon, and it was definitely feeling that sting. I mean, obviously, I know I'm not the greatest astrologer in the world yet. Very enthusiastic about astrology, though, and what it has to offer. I see the message. I see the importance of passing this on to our youngsters, putting it, I mean, maybe astrology isn't for everybody, but regardless if it not being for everyone to want to understand, learn, and know, it's still, you can't deny that everything is connected. Astrology is a study of light and how all things are intermingled, connected. So, being bigger bodies holding more density and in weight, if you will, when they move, you move too. Yeah, but maybe video astrology isn't my strong suit. I do find it therapeutic, though. So, for those who tune in and watch, thank you. All right. So right now, the Mars is in great trine to the Sun. We're coming up on that total solar eclipse. Again, eclipses are always the severing. The severing of energy. The ending of stories. I think I've spoken about. I've already spoken about losing people on that. Yeah, I've lost. My grandmother died during eclipse. My son's mom died almost right around the eclipse. I want to say they were the lunar eclipses, which those are the ones we just had. But in most recent times, the relationship I was really stoked about. It's been a couple years gone now, but it was the total solar eclipse, the one that we could see, and me and my ex at the time, we went to go watch it from a pretty high mountain fixture here in the White Mountains, and that it was the end of that relationship. Not too long after that. Not to say it just, again, the synchronicity, what the events coinciding. In our minds, especially our strong-minded folk, we try to, our ego wants to maybe will certain things to be, but say you're caught in a rapids in a river, like, regardless of how good of a swimmer you are, yeah, maybe you survived, but you didn't exactly get out of that river, like that. It took a struggle to get out. Or regardless of how strong a swimmer you are, you were still destined to experience those currents sweeping you away. Oh, yes. I was going to talk about the eclipse. I guess. I was getting at, so this house that I've been painting for a moment now, oddly enough, this is my last moments here. I mean, the eclipse doesn't happen till Monday. It's been a good experience. I kind of, in my mind, I was like, okay, this is going to be my last house. wanting to drop painting as my means of employment for astrology. Don't know if that's realistic, but who knows? So using that Mars, I should be pressing and building on my website. And then once all this Aquarian energy hits on the 21st, may things proceed rapidly. And then, rapidly, but then still pushing for the next 20 years. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to let it be. Know that you've always been and you always will be. Maybe not in this vessel, this vehicle, but you always will be.